Hey, everybody, this is Dr. J. Kamal Arjun. I'm Professor Spike, streaming live from both coast to coast across the globe. And we're checking to see if the market has a pulse because today it was almost like pronounced dead on arrival.
Yeah.
It was really, really bad. I don't know why I'm in the shadows, other than maybe I don't want people to see my face. But
You don't want people to see my tears.
so it was not a good day.
No.
But as you recall, gentlemen, when the market was 30 points above where we are now in the SPY, I said we will revisit the lows somewhere between 410 and 415. That's where we are now, 415 roughly on the spiders. I do think we hold. The good news is I do think 410 holds, at least for now.
I
So
think I agree.
I
Due to
think, I think
due
we
to
have
how violently it moved down, how quickly it moved down, like I just don't think it can stay this oversold for that long.
Well, I do think we're going to, we'll look at the RSI. I don't even think we're oversold technically, but we'll take a look.
Yeah, you're right. We're close.
But in any event, I think 410 holds. And then we get a rally up to as high as 450, 60, and then another retest. That's the kind of market we're going to have. So I wouldn't be surprised if we have one or two more retests of this low before the end of the year. A lot of up and down. So get used to it.
Yeah, trading range.
Yeah, trading range. Or we may. I'm not saying we don't go a little lower. We may go a little lower. So I wouldn't be shocked if we see SPY under 400, like 390, 395 before the end of the year. That's possible, but basically trading range.
Yeah.
Joe is with us. He wants to. He added GE. Maybe we'll take a look at GE.
It might be worth a look.
An old line company that's maybe worth looking at.
I would like to also take a look at ARKK.
ARKK, Kathy Woods.
ARKK, is this something I should know?
I dream about Kathy.
Well, you know what I can tell you, the market.
It used to be like a sweet dream. Now it's a nightmare.
It is.
Yeah. I can tell you this: Tesla shareholders did not like that Twitter purchase.
Well,
because he wants to go to Mars, and now he's going into Twitter. I mean, that's a huge distraction.
Yeah, who needs them?
You know, I think he's gonna step down as Tesla CEO by the end of the year. That's my.
That would be actually a good thing. People thought it was bad when Jobs left Apple, but look what happened. We got better management, more stable management. Tim Cook has been nothing but sensational. There's always somebody waiting in the wings. He's not the only one who can run Tesla. In fact, maybe he's not the best suited to run Tesla at this point.
Yeah, I tend to agree. And I mean, yeah, I think it's likely that he's getting distracted and he's going to voluntarily leave at some point soon.
I mean, in Twitter, no matter what he does, there will be people who doesn't like it.
I also think it was a terrible mistake on his part to take Twitter private.
Yeah, I think so too.
He will learn the hard way when he thinks he's going to bring it public in a year or two from now and make a fortune. I don't think that's going to happen. But you never can tell.
It's a clown market. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, there wasn't much in the green today, but NWBO and Sava are two that actually made it into the green, I believe. So we'll look at them. Google. I added Google. I added Microsoft. I added what else did I add? Sava, and I added one more. I keep forgetting the fourth one. Tesla today. So I went shopping today, and probably shouldn't have. Google is down 100 after hours, which on earnings miss. It'll probably be more than that tomorrow. And Microsoft is down a little bit after hours, even though it had an earnings beat, slight beat. So the market is very cruel right now.
Yeah, it doesn't like good news necessarily.
Wow.
Everyone forecasting recession? Nah, not everyone.
I mean, I'm not.
I don't
I'm not
think
either.
we see a recession until late 2023.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's pricing in like 1,000 BPS rate hike. It's like anything short of that at this point is probably bullish.
RK making new yearly lows.
Oh wow! I just saw this. Google. Holy crap! Google's down a lot.
Yeah, 100 points less I looked after hours.
150.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I look
After
up,
hours
it'll
on
be
good
more than
earnings.
that.
I don't even know what
They
the.
missed on earnings. They missed
Oh,
on
did it miss?
top
Oh, they
line
missed.
and bottom
That's
line.
even worse.
Top line and bottom line.
Would have been
Even
bad
Amazon.
enough to
Amazon,
that expectations.
I thought I was safe with Amazon.
Yeah, you might as well be in the baby blue chip after this.
Lose any day now.
Even Jiggly is coming around to realize that.
It's
Do
true.
you think Apple's gonna
There's no
miss?
safe haven.
Apple, I don't know. I don't think they'll miss, but they might be punished even on a beat.
Should I get rid of my Apple?
No, I don't think they're going to miss.
No, I think I have a target.
No, I'm not. I'm not selling Apple. Even if it goes down, I'll just add more.
It's been brutal. Let's get to the videotape, so to speak.
Yeah, but yeah, there's going to be very few charts that people are going to want to see.
No, people are very sick to their stomachs.
Because I'm looking, the only green I have is the VIX.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
sold most of mine, so I have a little bit left. But yes, that's my only green also.
it is rough sledding.
The VIX just basically doubled in like 2 weeks. Jeez.
That's because of the reverse split.
All right, so we haven't touched 415 yet. Very close today, but probably whether or not we touch it, I consider this candle today having revisited the lows. So
Yeah.
even if it does nothing but go straight up, we have one revisit of the lows.
Yeah.
And I think we're due to have one or two more before the end of the year. I personally think this time around we hold the lows, that we don't break 410, and we come all the way back up to a full retrace to about 460 or something like that.
Yeah. That'll give you that W, and then from there, who knows? Yeah.
And you get one more or two more visits to the lows before the end of the year. I think we go back to 460, where we just came from, March 29th. We were at SPY 462, believe it or not. That's not very long ago, is it? Less than a month.
Yeah, it feels like yesterday.
Yeah. And we gave it all, just as quickly as we rose, we came down exactly the same amount of time, or very close to the same amount of time.
Yeah. So like right when this, like let's say tomorrow we get a big flush out. Do you see a possibility of a candle like we had late February?
This candle, this big green?
Yeah.
No, I don't see that. I see a touch of 411, 410 and change, and a close above where we started, but not huge. So we might get something like a 420 close, 410, 420.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going to get a more subdued, slower rise to 460. It won't be meteoric. It'll be maybe over a couple of months.
Yeah. And if you think of this in terms of headline driven ways this can turn around, there's plenty of potential. There's like war is over, China reopens, the Fed doesn't hike as much as they say they will. I think it's the type of market where right when you think it's going to do something, it kind of whipsaws back. So I'm a buyer here.
Yeah, I did buy here, and I probably will buy tomorrow as well. So
Yeah.
I kind of agree that buying makes more sense than selling at this point.
Yeah, and can we look at the VIX, because I think it's still like the trend that I spotted at the beginning of the year is still very much in play. The higher lows, higher highs, and so I think that kind of gives you your theory that we're going to come back down after we go back up.
This doesn't look right. Yeah, I guess that is right.
Yeah, because it really just rocketed up right now, and I like, if on the weekly especially, you can see that it's forming this like really curved.
The play right now is to short the VIX.
Yeah, I think so. I think I might dabble in some UVXY puts.
Yeah, well, even VIX puts.
Yeah, I think it's interchangeable. But yeah, I mean, when the VIX, there's been a pretty good rule this year. If VIX is above 30, short it. If it's below 20, go long on it.
Yeah, I think 410 holds, which would mean ultimately this will come back down to earth.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see another big flush out day to really just scare the crap out of everyone, and then as soon as everyone is scared, we just.
I think people are sufficiently scared now.
Yeah. So, but I think tomorrow morning might be that flush.
I don't think we get that much of a flush. I think if we get a big flush, we'll be at 5,400. It's possible. It's possible it goes lower than my 410. Possible. But I think we get a more mellow reaction to earnings. It's been baked in already for earnings.
Yeah.
The bar is low, already low. So
yeah. So what you're saying is today might have been the worst.
Yeah, we'll get a little follow through to the downside tomorrow and end the day green.
Yeah, I tend to agree.
All right, Microsoft.
Yeah, I mean, the tech is just going through the ringer.
Yeah, this had a beat on the top and bottom line, but it's getting punished anyway.
Yeah, very slight beat.
Nevertheless, it's a beat. I don't know what their guidance was like. I think they'll take the opportunity to lowball their guidance.
Yeah, agreed.
So that they can beat next quarter. Set a low bar for next quarter going forward and beat the street next quarter. So I expect the guidance to be a little wishy-washy, and probably that's why we're down after hours on Microsoft, along with the sympathy play for Google, which really did have bad earnings. We have what looks like a pretty solid double bottom on Microsoft, so who knows? Maybe by the morning it recovers. This looks pretty good to me, like it should hold here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see buying in the AM.
This chart is identical to the Qs. Yeah, it's just the exact same thing.
I kind of like Microsoft. I kind of like all the big name techs. You got to like them at 20% off. So
this is a worse chart. It's really crazy.
It is a bad shot. It went through the ceiling, I guess, through the floor rather. Went through the floor.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, this one shocks me, to be honest. I didn't think Google was gonna take it on the chin the way the others did.
Yeah, I didn't either. Google has been pretty good play. Probably was the best of the techs.
Yeah, that's how I always saw them as the gold standard.
Most of the year was the best of the techs. we went up almost in a straight line. Now we're going down really like in a almost straight line. I don't even know where to draw the line. Gee, it's a tough one to even draw the line. How about it fills this gap right here? Catches my eye.
Sure. Might fill it. It's probably going to fill it overnight. Yeah.
For a double line. I kind of like 22.92 to 23.21 for a bottom. 20,
Yeah. What's crazy is it's already below that bottom after hours. So we'll
it's
see where
below 22.92 already. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see where it stops. I mean, you might even go lower to, there. Yeah. That's an option.
21.94. That looks more reasonable.
Eek. That's amazing. 3,000 to basically so you basically lose 30%.
A third, yeah.
That's
Nvidia is down 45% from its all-time high.
Nvidia?
Yeah.
A lot of tech stocks are already down 20% or more. Bear market territory for tech.
Yeah, and then not to even mention Facebook and Netflix, and it looks like
yeah,
no one is spared.
Not to mention them, correct. I added some, I've not added, I've opened the position in Tesla at about 900. So I'm down already. Well, what are you going to do? I gave it a shot.
Yeah, I mean, you were betting that the 200 will hold. It still might hold.
Could you check ARKK?
I will. I just want to look at the chart here.
This seems like a reasonable bottom, yeah.
Does.
But it could, you might lose another 50 points.
Could lose a lot more than that.
Yeah.
It's just a number. If
Yeah,
give me any number, I'll believe it.
I mean, 700 is what I'm looking at. It looks like, if like in the worst case.
This looks like a good low right here at 756.
Yeah, that also works.
And this one at 701, right? 700. Yep.
Yeah.
There's a lot of downside left, it looks like, for Tesla, I would say. We not only have the series of lower highs, we also have lower lows. Here you have the lower lows, here you have the lower highs.
Yeah, it's basically looking to undo what it did from early March. Yeah.
It's a tough looking chart. It's hard to buy it. I did buy a little, but it's difficult looking at the chart to like this.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay away from this in the short term, but I'll be in it, I'm sure, at some point.
Yeah, at some point it'll get back its Momo, but not now.
Yeah, I mean, I still think in the long run this has the potential to be the most valuable company in the world, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I guess ARK. I mean, this one's just gonna be brutal. I haven't liked this chart for a long time. It's just crazy.
It's been a disaster, really. This has been. There's no bottom on this one.
Correct.
There is no bottom. Zero.
Yeah, I mean that SARK is looking more and more brilliant. Whoever made that. But yeah, I mean this can go
all the way down.
Yeah, it can go to the COVID lows. I mean, why not?
Yep.
There's no support.
Nope.
Sure, let's say 25. I mean, I honestly don't see a reason. Or 30, yeah, sure, 32.
32 looks very likely here at this point.
Like
more likely than not, actually.
Yeah, maybe it bounces here because you have some touches, but like it
It
made a
depends,
low.
it depends on the market as a whole, because there's 30 innovative companies here in this fund. So you're really looking at the tech at the Nasdaq. It depends on the Nasdaq. It should do more or less what the Qs do, more or less.
Yeah, I mean the perspective here is just insane, though. It basically is exactly where it was at when it recovered from the COVID lows. Wow, wow. Yeah, I don't want this. No, thank you.
The COVID lows were 316, 2020, right?
Yeah.
32.46.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give my opinion as to not buy this.
Absolutely not.
Um,
I guess you gotta stick to the little rhyme. Tech is Drek, biotech is super Drek. But where are you gonna hide? You can't hide in Dow stocks like CAT. I thought I could, but forget it.
I mean, take a look at waste management. We'll give some give some.
CAT is having a little bit of a collapsing party off the recent highs.
Yeah, it doesn't look great.
No, it's tough to hide. Tough to hide.
Can you look at WM?
Waste management.
I remember seeing that one pop earlier.
That's a garbage stock.
Yeah, we're taking out the trash today.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, it had a good day today. Really good day today.
I mean, this has done great forever.
Yeah. And it put in a really solid candle on a terrible, terrible day. So
Yeah, I like that perfect bounce off the 50 week. That's beautiful.
yeah.
You're in the weekly chart.
Yeah, 50 week. Yep.
Oh, that's why.
But I almost feel like these weekly charts are, it's like arguably more important at this stage because of how much craziness is going on.
So it had a good day, but it did give back a lot.
Yeah, it closed red, but I mean, it gapped up. I guess
Yeah.
people right now are, yeah, they're just putting their money in the garbage company.
It looks that way.
Because yeah, all my shipping stuff is just trash right now. I'm just holding and I'm just waiting for China to reopen.
Because of China, yeah.
Yeah, and it'll reopen and things will go back to normal.
I think we may have seen a retest of the highs, and that's it for waste management.
Oh, interesting.
I think it may be a little too late on waste management.
Could be a double top, yeah, or triple top, or yeah, I don't know.
Whatever, yeah.
Yeah, it hit that ceiling. And
it looks
crashed.
like it found its ceiling, and
Yeah, might just make another M back down. Yeah,
it's respecting it.
interesting. So yeah, I mean, what do people want to look at? Does anybody want to look at anything?
Sava?
Just look
Sava. Our old friend Sava.
The only thing I should be buying these days, it looks like, is groceries.
Sava actually finished in the green, gave back a lot off the top. It filled this gap, more or less. Tomorrow is a conference day for Sava. The close was 25.31. I don't think it hit it. 24.50 to high. So it didn't quite close. Came close to filling the gap today.
Yeah.
Close enough, I guess.
Yeah, we'll call it. We'll call it one.
Sava might be interesting to accumulate. Interesting to accumulate some shares.
Well, in a day like today, it's still good.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, any green is good.
And look at how oversold we are. We've been in oversold territory pretty much since 4/7,
Yeah,
since the
basically.
beginning of the month.
So
We're
people
oversold.
are asking for GE and some oil stuff, and I mean, I'll look at anything because I don't even know what's good right now. Find me
Nothing.
something good.
Everything is green. The answer is nothing is good.
Oh God. What can you do but laugh?
It looks like every other blue chip. Look better on the weekly? A little better. Modestly better.
Yeah, it's another one that's kind of falling knife. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it looks pretty revolting.
Sorry, I'm laughing. It's just too much.
I would put the likelihood of this gap being filled as strong, and that gap is at $65. So I see a likelihood of another 20% dive from here. It just looks terrible along with the rest of the market. But if these stocks all go down as much as we think they might, then the spiders are going to go to 390. 410 will not hold then. So something's not adding up. You know what I mean? We're wrong about one or the other.
Yeah.
One or the other. You can't have it both ways. If the spiders hold 410, then GE is not going to fill that gap at $62 or whatever, $65.
Yeah, the odds at this point just favor buying the dip as seemingly a good idea if you can spot the good ones. I mean, I think we have to be we're likely close to some sort of capitulation.
Let's look at the diamonds before we pack it in, because diamonds are a girl's best friend.
This one doesn't look as bad.
No, it doesn't look as bad. It doesn't look great. It has a series of lower lows and a couple of lower highs, but it looks better than a lot of things.
Yeah, it's kind of consolidating a little maybe, and so this is the weekly, right? Yeah. Yeah, I don't hate this picture.
322 looks good, like it'll hold. It's also synonymous with the 100. And that probably would work with our spiders 410 or something. Maybe.
Yeah. Basically, the Dow looks like the strongest.
Well, actually, 322 corresponds to a drop of 10 points, which corresponds to about what does it correspond to Dow points? 150, or even less. Dow is what, 30? Is it 10 times? What's the Dow selling at?
I don't know.
We're going to take a look. The Dow is selling at 10 times. So yeah, the 100 points is nothing. So support is just 100 points below where we closed. I like that area. I think that's a reasonable call to make. So 100 points more on the Dow, or on the diamonds 10 points more to 322.51. In other words, revisiting the low of February 24th that we had, where everyone put in a low.
Yeah.
So this is a February 24th low at 322.60. And I think we revisit that and bounce off of it. So that's my call. We revisit 322, bounce off of it, revisit Spider 410, bounce off of it. There you have it.
I agree. And
Final call. I decided throw out all the negativity that I had regarding the individual stocks, because they can't both be true, right? Can't both be true.
well, it's been that way all year that the individual stocks have all looked worse than like SPY and the Dow have just been so strong, and it's hasn't really made much sense to me, but we'll roll with it.
I think it's time to think in terms of buying and get a little pop. And you got
Yeah, I
to
think
let's go back to our original thinking. It's buy the dips and sell the rips until the end of the year.
Well, full
Yeah.
out of the rips and not by the dips, but now these dips are too tempting to give up on.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
that's probably the best way to do it. Take advantage of every rip as a selling opportunity.
Yeah, I'm gonna sell puts on the lows. I'm gonna sell calls on the highs, and hopefully just tread water this year. I mean, the goal this year should not be to win big. It should be to just survive.
That's good.
Capital preservation.
Yeah, because hopefully people got their wins the last couple of years. I mean,
Well, we just don't want to give it all back.
exactly.
Yeah. All right, so that's it for today. We had a topsy-turvy day on the street.
Particularly, I like that one.
Tomorrow we're going to have a much better day. We're going to test the lows and they're going to hold, and we're going to finish in the green. And Kamal will not be taking buffering tomorrow, right, Kamal? You'll be okay.
He'll come out of hiding.
We're going to put a smile on Kamal's face for tomorrow.
I cannot make Mondays and Wednesdays anyways.
All right. Look, even if we don't see the smile, we'll know it's there.
Exactly.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
It's not working.
We'll tie your mood to the Dow.
Yeah.
Is this therapy or a stock show? I don't know.
Laura likes Zim for shipping. Ken is mentioning TQQQ. Triple, what is that? Triple long?
TQQQ. I mean, if
Is that triple short or triple long? I don't know.
it's triple long. I don't hate buying a little bit of that. Yeah, why not? Let's go long the Qs for a little.
Jiggly. Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. Mike Tyson.
Yep.
Well, you know, if you get punched in the face, you can always bite your opponent's ear off.
Yeah, I can't say that was planned though.
With that, we will end the show. See you all tomorrow. As always, we all do opinions strictly do not constitute investment advice, check with advisor before acting, and please subscribe if you haven't already. Hasta mañana.
Hasta mañana.